Good morning, Cassie. Here's the machine, the Breville Barista Express, BES870 in silver. I'm sure you've seen the photos, but yeah, just going again over the condition. I would give it a 7, 8 out of 10. Very, very good. So just regular wear and tear around the cup drip tray. But honestly, that's about it. Very, very clean. Nothing too bad on the left, right hand side or the front panel. And obviously on the inside it's in very good nick. I've serviced it and given it all the tests there is. And it's in very good condition. I'm just going to quickly do a coffee on it. So I'll tell you how I do my coffees. I'll start with a blank shot, so that's pressing the 2-cup button without any coffee in it. This will warm up the handle, it will warm up the machine on the inside, and if you put your cup underneath, it'll also warm up the cup. Do this for as long as you'd like. Once or twice should be enough. If you wanted to fill up your mug with hot water, you can also use a hot water tap. You can also use this for Americanos, long black coffees, tea, things like that. Okay, now that I've ground my coffee, I'm going to take out the portafilter. I want to dry this before I start grinding. You can use a scale to measure how much coffee you put in, or you can do it by eye. This is a 2-cup single wall basket, and I'm aiming for about 18 grams in. The grind size at the moment is at number 4, which is quite fine. And even when you run out of numbers here, if you go down all the way to 1 and you want to make it finer, you can open it up on the inside to just under this bean hopper and change the grind size again. There's another adjustment on the inside. So I'll teach you how to do it with the scale and without. You want to calibrate the scale, 0. Yeah, as I said, grind size number 4, which you can change depending on the bean or depending on your preferences. The grind size at the moment is at number 1, but we might need to change that. You can put the grind size at, the filter size at single or double. At the moment we're using the double single wall, like I said. So let's grind. I personally like to keep it on single and do it twice. That way I can press it down halfway and measure it. Let's see, that looks about right. That's 9.5. Maybe just bump it up to 1 o'clock right here on the dial. So 1 o'clock should give you about 9 grams per single dose. So if you do this twice, you'll get 18 grams. Press it down, do that again. See. Sweet, that's 18 grams. If you don't have a scale, then this is a very good tip for you. You know that you have the correct amount, so you know that you have 18 grams if, after you press it down, which is what I'm doing now, your tamper goes as deep as this silver cap. So That's a nice thing that Breville did, and this is how I can confirm this is 18 grams. You know, more or less, not exactly. If the temp is too high, then that's too much coffee. If the temp is too low, then that's too little coffee. And again, this is after I've pressed it down, not before. Clean the edges, and yeah, make sure when you temp it's even, it's like very firm, and try to twist it at the end to even it out. And just put it on the head. The handle can go 6 o'clock and even all the way to 5 o'clock. But if it's firm at 6 o'clock, I guess keep it there. You don't want to force it in. So it's quite firm now, so I'll keep it there. Here's my mug. I'm going to dispense the hot water. I'm going to use the scale again to calibrate my, to measure how much coffee comes out. So when I'm doing the espresso, so I've put in 18 grams, I want to get about 36 grams, so double that. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. You know, 35 to 40 is fine. So I'm going to use the scale to measure how much coffee comes out. But also, I want to look at the gauge, and I want to look at the spouts. I want the flow to be nice and smooth, and I want the gauge to be around 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock up here. 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock is the range I want to be in. That's the ideal for espresso. I might just add some sugar to it. Maybe some hot water. These buttons are programmable. If at any stage you want to reset these buttons to factory, just hold program. In this case, in the video, I'm just going to program the 2-cup one to give you about 40 grams. You can put the scale underneath and measure it as it brews the coffee. I personally know what 40 grams looks like by eye, so I'm going to do that and then confirm using the scale. Little bit of pre-infusion, then full pressure. Oh, that's beautiful flow. Can you see that? It's very nice and smooth, nice and slow. And I'm going to stop it right there. This is about 38 grams, perfect. So every now you press the button with to do a double shot, you get 38 grams, which is very close to 36, which I'm very happy with. As you saw, the flow is nice and smooth, almost like warm honey, and the pressure gauge was at 1 o'clock, which is exactly where I wanted it to be. If the coffee is coming out in like very slowly, black drops, then that's either too fine or too much coffee, you'd be choking the machine. On the other hand, if it's coming out very, very quickly, like a black stream of coffee, and the machine stops early, then that's too quick. You want to get this 36 grams in about 25-30 seconds, give or take. I didn't actually measure it today, but yeah, that's the length that people recommend. Okay, that's my espresso shot. Let's just grab some milk. I'm going to fill the milk jug just below the spouts. It'll depend on the milk jug, of course, but the one that comes with your machine is roughly the same. Just fill it almost halfway. You want to use cold milk. I personally like full cream milk. I think it works best with latte. Just gonna give some milk to my cat. Sorry. Yeah, so you want to turn on the steamer and give it a few seconds to warm up. This being a single boiler machine, it'll need to switch between coffee brewing and steaming. And the longer time you give it, the stronger the steamer will get. So just be patient with it. This is the milk jug, and the way I wanna steam is at an angle, and try to put the tip at an angle and create a vortex. And at the same time, I want it to be close to the surface and sort of aerate milk, inject air into it. I want to do that for about 20 seconds for the rest of the way. I want to raise the jug and stop the aeration. So for the first 20 seconds, I'm close to the surface of the milk, and then at the end, I'm just going to raise it. If I wanted it to be more of a cappuccino, so more volumetric and more bubbly, I would do this for 30 seconds instead of 20 seconds. Just to prolong the aeration phase. So yeah, turn it on, it'll do its thing. Give it 5 more seconds. There you go, that's full pressure. Turn it off and really quickly do what I said. This is what I'm doing now, the aeration. And you can hear it by ear. You know you're aerating. If you hear the hissing noise, so now that I'm happy with the level of air, I'm just going to raise the milk jug. And now I'm not injecting any more air, I'm just spinning the milk in a vortex. And then I'm going to keep my hand on the walls and keep feeling for the temperature. When I can't touch it for more than half a second, that's about 60 degrees. Turn it on. So I can't touch it for more than half a second, that's about 60 degrees. Before letting it cool down, purge it. So turn on the steam once or twice just to get the milk out of the insides, and really quickly, before doing anything else, go grab a wet towel and wipe it. The machine will cool down, it will go back to espresso mode. And now when you see the buttons light up, you're ready to make another shot. But very importantly, you need to wipe this as soon as you can. If you don't do this, your machine won't love you. The milk will stick on there if you leave it for too long, and it will actually clog the hole and be very, very painful to remove later. So the sooner the better. It also looks better when it's clean. So. Okay, so that's my milk as well. It's a bit too bubbly, maybe close to a cappuccino actually. But yeah, mix your espresso shot. Nice. Tap the milk down to break any bubbles. Swirl it around to sort of mix it up and prevent it from separating. Do that a couple times until you're happy with the texture. You want it to look like wet paint. Nice and smooth, not many bubbles. And then pour. It's really easy to do latte art on this machine. Not like I'm a latte artist, but sometimes I get lucky and do a design by accident. So here's the final result. Might not look much of art, but trust me, it tastes amazing every single time. And yeah, with some practice, you can actually do latte art. Anyway, I'll see you soon, or your partner. Hope this video has been helpful in any way, shape, or form. And I'll catch you later. If you have any questions or queries, anytime, feel free to ask me. Cheers.